Hello, and thank you for joining us for our UTM Housing Town Hall meeting. My name is Ryan Martin, and I'm the Director of Housing here at UTM. I appreciate you taking the moment to join us so we can talk about some of these upcoming changes to fall 2024. We just want to make sure everybody's aware of what's coming up and how to make sure you're able to participate in housing self assignment to secure that housing space that you would like for the upcoming fall term. As we go through this information, if you have any questions that kind of come to mind, feel free to reach out to us. Again, my name is Ryan Martin. I'm the Director of Housing. You can also reach out to Laura Kepler, Assistant Director for Residence Life, and Alan Farmer, Assistant Director for Housing Operations. First thing I want to talk about is just some of the changes we made to the housing lease for fall 2024 that will kick into effect. Some positive changes, I believe, for deposit refunds. You can cancel your housing application now by July 1 to get a full refund of your deposit. Previously, that was June 1. Live on requirement has changed. Currently, that is at 45 completed credit hours. You are required to live on campus. Now we have changed that to a first year residency requirement, and we're going ahead and grandfathering in our current residents. So if you currently live on campus now, you will not be required to live on campus for fall. However, we do hope that you return to our campus community in the upcoming term. We've also made a couple other changes that are worth noting. If you withdraw or transfer in the middle of an academic year, there is no longer a $500 lease termination fee. So that has been removed from the lease. Also, housing refunds. We're going to give you a prorated refund of housing fees if you withdraw or transfer through October 1 during the fall term, or if you withdraw or transfer in the spring term by March 1. Anything after those dates, there is not a refund, but prior to those dates, we will do a prorated refund from the date of checkout. And then also our assignment priority has shifted to focusing on first year students. Since the live on requirement will be for first year students, we want to prioritize our housing assignments for first year students as well. But this does not mean that we're not giving current students the ability to secure their stuff first. So we're going to talk about that here in a few minutes. Before we start working on first year students' housing assignments, you will have the opportunity to get exactly what you want. So we want to make sure you don't miss those dates. All right, in order to get to housing self assignment week, you've got to be able to complete your housing application by March 31st. So, the housing application alone does not guarantee or secure your fall assignment. You've got to be able to participate in self assignment. And that first step is completing your housing application by March 31st. You can do so by going into Banner Self Service under Personal and clicking on Housing Assignments, and then following the directions from there to complete your returning student housing application. Do not pay a new deposit. So don't pay another $50. We've already got your current deposit on file, and that's all you need. We roll that deposit from application to application. You can also go ahead and start working on your roommate groups. Doing your roommate groups now during the housing application can help speed up that process a little bit later in the self assignment period if you're wanting to get new roommates and book together at one time. Also, remember cancellations can be done by July 1st now to get that deposit back. All right, the next important step to being able to access self assignment. If you're going to do fall 2024 housing self assignment, you've got to have your fall 2024 classes registered for. So, between April 8th and 12th will be fall 2024 class registration period. So, if you have not signed up for your fall 2024 classes, you will not be able to access the fall 2024 housing self assignment process that will take place after class registration. So make sure you're checking your account now. Make sure you don't have any holds that prevent registration. If you do, make sure you get those cleared up. We're trying to give you here about a month heads up to be able to get that taken care of. So if you have any holds on your account that you have questions about, make sure you're reaching out to anybody, ourselves or anybody that might be able to help you answer questions about holds here on campus. So that way we can help you figure out which direction you need to go to get those addressed and taken care of. All right, now we're going to talk about self assignment week. So, again, to participate in self assignment, you'll need to have completed your housing application by March 31st, and you'll need to have been enrolled in fall 2024 classes. Self assignment is the only way to secure your fall housing and guarantee exactly what you're wanting to do. After self assignment weeks are completed, we will shift over to a priority for first year student housing applications, which means that as long as there is a first year student housing application, they will get priority on any available spaces over returning students. So now is the time to start planning for self assignment weeks. And we've got a couple weeks that you need to put on your calendar. The first one is going to be same room back week, and that is going to be April 15th through the 21st. So this is your opportunity to get that current room you're in right now and secure it for next fall and spring. And then you just can only choose one of these weeks to participate in. So you're either going to participate in same room back week or you're going to participate in room change week, but you can't do both. So if you secure your same room back, you will not do room change week the next week. If you're wanting to participate in room change week, wait for that week that we'll talk about here in 1 second. If you are currently in Arnold Pryor Place, we recommend securing your current room for fall 2024 during that same room back week. You might be really wanting to go ahead and do a roommate group and do a room change. That's okay. Just know that everything fills up really fast in Arnold Pryor Place. So, like within that first 48 hours of room change week, most of the spaces over in Arnold Pryor Place are taken up. So, we don't want you to risk not getting our replacement back in Arnold Pryor Place. So, we do also recommend same room back week. There's also going to be some reserve spaces that will be used for accommodations that won't qualify for same room back. If you were in one of those spots, you'll receive an email from the Office of Housing letting you know that your current room space is not available for same room back and that you'll need to plan on using that room change week to secure your fall housing. If you're a current Cooper Hall resident and you want to be back in Cooper Hall, same room back week is the way that you can go ahead and let us know that you want to be back in your LLC. If you are not able to be back in your specific room assignment, we'll assign you somewhere else within Cooper Hall and keep you with that LLC and the roommate group that you're requesting. Sometimes we have to move the LLCs as far as space, as far as some of the LLCs are growing or contracting from year to year. So sometimes those spaces will adjust a little bit, but we'll definitely make sure we try and get you back with your roommate group and you just might not be in the same bedroom. If you're a current Connor community resident, if you have a new suite mate group for next year that you're wanting to do, then I would consider using room change week, which we're about to talk about, to do your assignment process. If you're wanting to do same room back and just be in the space where you're at currently, go ahead and do that. But again, if you're looking at changing roommates or suite mates or a different location, I would do so by doing Arnold Pryor Place. How do you access same room back week? You go back to Banner Self Service, you select personal, then you select the housing application, and then finally on assignments. Follow those steps to secure your same room back. It's a very, very quick process to be able to do so. If you receive a denied access message for same room back or any of these self assignment processes, it may be because you don't have your housing application, you're not registered for fall 2024 classes, or your room space has an ineligibility for same room back, which again, we will notify you back about ahead of time. Then we move on to room change week. That's going to be April 22nd through the 28th. Again, this is your chance to select a different room assignment for the upcoming academic year. So, again, if you had done same room back week and you secured a room space or your same room back, then you will not have access to being able to book a room during room change week. So, again, you can only choose one or the other. The earlier the better when you're doing room change week. So when we tell you that the portal will open at 9 a.m. on that Monday, April 22nd, you should probably be in there as quickly as possible once it opens to be able to get the most available access to the spaces you're wanting to use for choosing a new assignment, especially if you have a roommate group. So sometimes when you have a group booking of like 4 people, if you go in a little bit later, it may show you that there's no available spots for 4 people in your desired location, but you can also work on like moving that down to 3 people or 2 people or just one. So, and just keep on working with that roommate group. Figure out who is going to be the one that's if there is not 4 spaces together, who's the friend that's going to go out there and trailblaze and find their own room booking that you can remove off so that you can get 3 together. And then always you can communicate with us as long as you get booked somewhere into the building that you are wanting to be in. We can work throughout the summer with your request to try and get you guys together. So the most important thing is if you can't get all 4 people into a building or a desired location, that at least everybody gets a spot somewhere in that desired location. And it's easier for us to kind of work that process throughout the summer to help you get you guys back together. Also, Cooper Hall current residents, remember you only need to do same room back week if you want to be in Cooper Hall. That's all you have to do. If you're wanting to secure a different spot in another building, then you can go ahead and do the room change week. But if you want to be back in Cooper Hall, only do same room back. We also have a limited amount of private rooms available in Browning and Ellington Hall. So if you're wanting to do those are going to be in those corner rooms of Browning and Ellington on the floor maps when you're going onto those floors. So make sure you get in there early to book any private rooms that might be available. They do go fast. So you access room change week the same way that you accessed same room back week. You go into Banner Self Service, choose personal, choose housing application, and then click on assignments. You'll follow the steps for changing your room. If you're denied access to that period, that may be because, again, you don't have your housing application, you haven't registered for fall classes, or maybe you already booked your same room back during that previous week. All right. So that was a lot of information really fast. And so, just some key items to remember about fall 2024 self assignment. Number one, the live on requirement now applies exclusively to first year students. First year students will receive priority housing assignments after we complete your availability for self assignment. Housing applications for returning students are due by March 31st if you want to participate in the self assignment process. You've got to be registered for fall 2024 classes before accessing housing self assignment. And mark your calendars because same room back week is going to be April 15th through the 21st, and room change week is April 22nd through the 28th. We will be sending out more detailed instructions about each one of those self assignment weeks. So that way you have a little bit better idea of how to plan and navigate those processes, including tutorial videos, so you can kind of get the lay of the land and see how that works. So you can keep an eye on your email in the coming weeks for those to come out. I really appreciate you all joining us today and just kind of going through this information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us again. You can email the Office of Housing at houseme@utm.edu. Our phone number is 731-881-7730, or you can stop by our office in person. You can find us at 269 Clement Hall. Have a great day.